Hello, hello, hello. So I'm finishing up one last project before I take a bath and go to bed. I found a lot of these cute little pictures at the Dollar Tree. I keep making mentions of Design on a Dime and that I do more things than just working on my Jeep and vehicles. So what I'm actually going to do is show you a quick project that will actually improve a room. Whenever I'm doing a room with decorating or anything like that, like this bathroom is in progress, I pick a theme, I pick 3 colors. I follow the 70-20-10 rule. Whenever I was in college, I liked doing a few of the design classes and interior design and architecture and things like that. And so a lot of the designers, one of the reasons why rooms are aesthetically pleasing is because they actually follow certain rules and guidelines when they're designing a room, and so it appears to be, you know, nicer. So basically, my daughter loves mermaids and butterflies and fairies and unicorns and all that stuff. So I did have stickers in here before I decided to paint the walls white. Again, ignore the nails, quarantine, can't do much about it. Every time I point to something, I'm very self-conscious about it. And then what's behind me, her shower enclosure, that actually used to be blue. So I'm going to go through my pictures because I know I have a picture of this being blue and this being like a cream color, and the toilet was blue, and then it had a white pedestal sink. So we're in the process. I've already changed out the toilet. That's you know, brand new white toilet. And then I actually used a Rust-Oleum kit to paint all of the tiles and paint the tub, because a lot of people, they're like, oh, you know, if you reglaze them, it doesn't last. And I've actually done it in different places and it has lasted. And I've had pretty good results. So it's like most things where if you're competent and you know what you're doing, it works really well. So I will try to find the pictures of those and then maybe do a side-by-side, or just insert it in the middle if I have to do a pause or something like that, so that you guys can see what the blue bathroom used to look like. So what I did though is, instead of going back with the stickers, I stopped by the Dollar Tree, and because I know that they have picture frames and stuff like that, but they're actually starting to do all these little cutesy things, and they have different themes. But then some of the frames are different colors. And so again, my 70-20-10 rule, I want to stick with the same color. She's kind of got like, you know, this thing for mermaids, and so that's the motif. It's all the things that she likes as the motif. But I don't want mismatched frames, even though the pictures inside the frames match. So what I've decided to do is I'm painting all of them oil rub bronze, which is one of my absolute favorite products to use. So this is oil rub bronze. It's made by Rust-Oleum. It used to only be in a spray can, and I was obsessed with it then. I use it to paint furniture. I use it to paint doors. I love black doors with white trim. I love the contrast. I'm using it to paint my Jeep, the undercarriage, because it's an oil-based paint, so it's very resilient. Interior, exterior use. I've used it for just about anything. You can paint chandeliers with it if you go to a Habitat for Humanity or the thrift store or somewhere where you're getting secondhand items. You can always paint those things. If it's that, you know, gaudy gold or brass and you don't like it, you can paint it oil rub bronze, or you can paint it brushed nickel. Rust-Oleum also has a spray paint for brushed nickel, so the possibilities are endless with painting things. So off of my soapbox for that, I told myself it's going to be a quick video. So anyways, picked up a bunch of pictures. I've already painted all of them except for this last one, so they're in queue drying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to easily paint out your pictures or your picture frames and make it where you can go to the thrift store and pick up different pictures, and you can even change out the pictures and change them to what you want. Like if you want to put family photos in there, pick up a frame for $5 and, you know, paint the frame, change out the imagery in it, and you've got something that if you would have went to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or somewhere else, the frame alone would have cost you, you know, $100, $60, something. So this was $1 from the Dollar Tree, little picture. So what you do is you flip it over, And they typically have tabs, or they have little triangle inserts on the sides. So you just pry these guys up. I've already pried up a few of them, prying up the last one. Now you can see all of them are popped up like that. Then what you're gonna do is you're going to pop it out. If I wasn't in such a time crunch, I wouldn't be leaving the cardboard in here. It's one of the things that I'm doing just to make it where it's easier, because it allows me to paint it and let it rest somewhere. So then I'm going to put the cardboard back in. If it was a bigger frame, something less flimsy, then I wouldn't be doing this. And then I'm gonna push these two inserts down and these two inserts down, so that I have just the frame. And then what I'm going to do is get my handy dandy oil rub bronze. I'm gonna do the trim first on the side, and it doesn't matter if you get it on the cardboard because no one's going to see the cardboard. So you're just giving it a good coat. I do 3 sides, and then once I'm done with those, then what I will do, and I know this is kind of silly because this is already black, but the oil rub bronze, I don't know if you can tell in the video or not, it's iridescent, and it has little metallic flakes in it. So it's just beautiful when it dries. If you have black cast iron, swirls on your staircase outside, or you have one of those security doors and it's that matte black and it's just gross and ugly looking, you can grab some of this, and then every time the sun hits it, it's going to glisten. So you just paint up the sides. And again, I'm over painting on the cardboard on purpose because I want to make sure that the inner frame gets that too. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paintbrush down for a moment, flip this over, and I'm going to paint the last side. That's it. I'm trying to make it where you guys can see. And the coverage for this product is really good. To use as an example, as I said, I've used it to paint furniture and such. I actually have been able to paint 2 dressers with 3 coats on average with 1 can of oil rub bronze. You can use it to paint floors, you can use it to paint anything. All right, so we are completely painted up. It looks really good, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick it over here out of view for you guys, but I just put it on the sink that we're making in here, and I have her picture on the side, and so I'm going to let everything dry overnight, and then I will walk you through putting one of the pictures back into the frame, and then showing you another one of my products that I absolutely love to use because it doesn't mar up the walls. So if you have a rental property and you're worried about damaging with putting in nail holes or anything like that, I use Command strips. If you buy them at Costco, you can get 30 pairs for like $10, $11. If you go to Walmart or somewhere like that, you're paying $10 for 10 pairs. And so, you know, that's just food for thought if you guys have a Costco membership. Sam's also does the same thing. Amazon, you can't get anywhere close to the same pricing as Costco or Sam's. So I'm going to pause you guys, and I will see you later whenever we go through and put the pictures back in the picture frames, and you can see where we're going with that. Hi, it's another day. All right, so everything is dry. I did already put some of the images that I was talking about earlier. This is the one that we worked on last night. So I'm just going to show you it's dry, and all you have to do is undo the clips that we folded last night. Undo those 4, and then turn it around, and you put some pressure on it, taps, pops out. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the image and the glass back into the picture frame, and then we're going to put the cardboard back on after that. And then I'm going to show you guys what I do with the Command strips. I do have the package of them, so I can show you that. Izzy, will you get me the package of Command strips over there, please?
Okay, but I cannot.
Okay. All right, and hand it to me, please.
Okay. I'm gonna put it
No, hand it to me. You're okay. All right, and so these are the ones that I get from Costco, Sam's, everywhere else. They're a large pack. This has 34 pairs in it. So I told you last night, it's got 30 pairs, you know, and they sometimes have 34, and it's around 10, 12 bucks. So what I actually do is I get more use out of these if I cut them down, because these are the large pairs, and for little frames and things like this, it's really not crucial that we have, you know, multiple large pairs on here, so I cut them down. So I'm gonna put these back. And Isabel, can you get me one of the command strips out of there for me?
Yes. How about this one?
Yes.
This is
Here. You can stand up, it's okay. All right, so before we do our picture and everything, I'm gonna show you. So this is how they come, and if you just fold it over, whoop, if you just fold it over like this, and then you get the scissors, can you pass me the scissors? Thank you.
and then my face is in it.
I see. All right, so you have it folded, and you're just gonna cut along the seam, and you're gonna try to be as straight as possible, and that's it. So then you put these back for me. Thank you. So I'm gonna put these to the side for a moment, put the picture back in the frame, and then show you what I do with this. Levitate with one foot. All right, so I have my picture frame, the cardboard down. I also have my glass and image, and this is a surprise for Isabel because she did not know that I went to the Dollar Tree. So I just put my glass and my picture back in there, putting my cardboard in, because like I said, she used to have stickers, and after I painted the bathroom, I decided that I wanted to try and do pictures instead. And Zena's throwing a fit because she can't be in front of the camera too. So I'm gonna push these clips in, boom, boom, and this time we're doing all of them because this will end up on the wall. So these are all done. So now we have an oil rub bronze picture frame, and all the other picture frames are the same way. So Izzy, look. And I think she approves, so that's good. All right, so further prep thing that we're going to be doing is we grab the clips or the command strips that we just cut, and what we're going to do, and I'm going to actually move you guys to a better location so you can see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have these that have been cut, and the sides that don't have flags, you notice from the cut portions, they're the little rectangles. Those are actually going to go on the picture frame. And so I put them in the corners, and because I've cut them down, I actually will end up using 2 pairs just because it's a bathroom, there's moisture and everything else. And you want to make sure that those rectangles fit well. Izzy, don't use that as a jungle gym, baby. You can come over here and sit by mommy. All right, so I've already pre-cut these guys, and I have my other rectangles over here. I see. It's quarantine, so she gets to dress herself every day.
Well, Mommy, can I be in the picture too?
That's okay. All right, so we have our rectangles, and these are the flagged ones. They're rounded on the end, and so the way that this works, if you've never used command strips before, is once this is on the wall, for one, the way that we're doing it, you can just pop this picture back off the wall. For two, with the flag, since this is going to be on the wall, if you hold the top of it when it's on the wall and you put pressure, and then you pull down on this flag, what actually happens is it stretches out the material. It stretches out the material right here on the inside portion, and so it doesn't scratch up, mess up, or do anything bad to your wall. But you do have to take care when you're doing this, because if you're just ripping it off of there, it's going to damage your wall. So then what I like to do is I get my flags and I put pressure just on one end and on the other, just enough where it will clip a little bit, because I like to, when I'm applying these to the wall, I like to hear the crunch, because then I know that those, yes, your sound effects, because then I know that those 2 command strips are now friends, they're bonded, they're going to stay where I put them, and it will be great. I'm going to put the other 4 on here. Put the last one on. I know, it's a toilet, and it has the Magic Kitty box thing in it, so it looks kind of funny. All right, so this picture is now ready to be put onto the wall. And so I'm going to put it over here in the bathtub. And then I am going to let Isabel know what all the picture frames look like. So all of these came from the Dollar Tree. They're doing a great job. Make a wish on a starfish. Do you like that one?
Mm-hmm.
We have Make a Wish. We have a mermaid that says renew.
That's so cool. But I didn't see that one.
And we have Seize the Day. So we're going with the nautical theme.
Like that one too.
You like that one too?
Mm-hmm.
We have another mermaid, different size frame. Matches the other one. You love that one?
I love two of those because they're the same.
And then we have Mermaid Kisses, Starfish Wishes. So this is totally an Isabel bathroom now. And then this one says, Hello Lovely.
Like it's only blue.
Cat fur already. And then we have Bloom Where You Are Planted. So I'm going to get my levels, also from the if I can find my Dollar Tree levels, I'll show those. Dollar Tree actually has a good chunk of tools. So if you're trying to do this kind of stuff, they're starting to carry a lot more hardware, small tools, levels, things that if you went to Home Depot or somewhere like that, one of the larger hardware stores, you'd be paying $5 for the same size level, and it's yellow because that's their color. So it's with their tools and stuff. It's yellow and black for their tools. And it's $1. So if it gets broken, it's not a big deal. It's better than paying $4 or $5 for a level and using it like, once or twice. So I'm gonna pause you guys, get a level, and show you how to put a picture frame on the wall with the command strips. If I can pause it. Okay, so we're back. We put the command strips on the other pictures. Isabel helped. This is something you can definitely do with your children. So what I did was I cut the rest of the command strips like I showed you guys earlier, and then I separated them between the ones with flags and the ones with rectangles, and I had Isabel separate the 3 of them from each other, and then she took the sticker backing off and she set them aside, and then I put placement on the pictures. So what we're going to do is, Dollar Tree also does sell tape measures, but I can't find my Dollar Tree tape measures, so I'm using one that I got at Home Depot instead. But what I always do is I try to make sure that everything is symmetrical. So
Is it symmetrical?
It means evenly spaced. So I'm going to have Isabel hold the tape measure on this side.
Okay.
A little bit higher, baby. Right there. All right, so she's gonna hold it, and then I'm gonna measure to where the tub is. And so we have 55.5 inches. So then you can, put into your little calculator or do the math. 55.5. Divided by 2, and that's going to be, let's take a pause because I can't do math in my head right now. 27 3/4. Okay, so then I'm going to have Isabel hold this again, right there. We're going to find our 27 3/4 mark. And because I have these terrible looking nails that I need to get filled, I can actually make an indentation in the wall that I will be able to see. And so this is our middle point on the wall. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my center picture, and I asked Isabel which way she wanted to do it, so she made the decision, because this is her bathroom after all, that she was going to have them where they went straight across instead of having a picture here, and then a picture here. So this one is already prepped. I'm going to find the center space for this picture. If you want to be absolutely precise, you can always measure that out and find that line. So this is about where the center is going to be. And then Isabel, will you hand me one of the levels over there in the tub? And if she picks the right one, then you'll see that the Dollar Tree does have the yellow things, Izzy. That the Dollar Tree does have levels that you can use. They're $1. All right, and that's the Dollar Tree one. So Dollar Tree level, Dollar Tree. Thanks. So I actually like to put my pictures up higher, primarily because it makes the room seem taller, which makes the space seem larger. find my center point, and if you notice I'm doing it from the bottom because I do have those command strips that already have been tacked up. If you can take this for me.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push, and if you're really quiet you can hear the crunch. And there's the first picture. So then what I'm going to also do is I am going to use,
Mommy, I don't want it up, I want it down.
well, maybe it's on the wall. That's where it's going to be. I'm going to use that first mermaid picture that's actually going to go somewhere else. Actually I cannot use that as a space. Trying to find a unit of measure to make it where these pictures end up being spaced pretty well. So we need a tissue box. You can use whatever you need to. So I've got my tissue box. I have my next picture, which is Mermaid Kisses and Starfish Wishes. So I'm going to use my tissue box as my unit of measure for spacing.
Yay.
And I'm going to ask Isabel for my level back.
Okay. Got to remove.
And then I'm going to put my level under that first picture frame. Make sure that it is straight because that one we know is level. This is also level. So this is now going to be where our next picture is. Isabel, take this back please.
Okay.
Listen for the crunch. Here, hold this.
Okay.
Listen for the next crunch. All right, so now we have 2 pictures up.
Mommy, how can
And
you do that?
Magic. Mommy is magic. All right, so Izzy, once I get this lined up, will you hand me this picture for me, please?
Yes.
Okay, so you scooch over there for me. And so this is, all right, go ahead and get the picture. Again, putting this on the picture because I can see by the middle one that this is level. Isabel has the final picture that's going to be going on this segment.
Yes.
Here, hold this again, just like that.
Okay. Let's go.
And you can do this solo, but I am trying to spend time with my daughter while we are doing projects. And this one is Seize the Day.
Seize the day.
We're going to line it up.
Seize the day.
Make sure that it maintains being level, which is right here.
Yep, right there.
Hold that in place. Give this to Isabel.
Okay.
Give the tissue box
1,
to Isabel.
1, 2, 3.
And we're going to listen for that crunch. 1.
1.
And there's a hair because I shed. 2, 3, 4. And voila. We have pictures up in the bathroom. And like I said, when you put the pictures up higher, I know that everybody wants to look at eye level, but that draws your eye down. So this is a very small bathroom that has the standard height ceilings. And if we didn't put these pictures up a little bit higher, your eye would be dragged down to wherever the visual contrast is because these do contrast from the wall. So the way to make your space seem larger, put the picture frames up. It's the same with curtains. Put your curtain frame, your curtains and the curtain rods up higher. I've also done the same thing as an aesthetic choice. Take you guys off the jack stand.
This is the best day ever.
I did the same option over here. If you look up, the curtain rod for the shower that I just recently put in is higher. It's higher for a reason because when those counters are, or when those curtains are down, because we're still working on finishing up a couple of things in here, so I put them up. Yes, you do have to get longer curtains. However, you can go on Amazon and they're about the same cost as a standard height. This is a great way to make your space look larger. And Isabel, if you back up, another great find that I do, especially since this is primarily a children's bathroom, turning it over here so you can see her doll that doesn't have arms. She has arms, I just don't know why the arms are off. And her Little Mermaids.
Yay.
This is a shower organizer. You can get this at any of the Family Dollar stores. I have not seen the Dollar Tree, or Dollar Tree does not have them. Dollar Tree does not have them, and Dollar General, to my knowledge, does not have them, but the Family Dollar stores typically do carry these. Else you can also look for hanging shower organizer on Amazon, and they're comparable in price. So what I did was, the bar that's back there is actually the original bar that was in this bathroom, and it was just a pressure mounted bar, which I hate those. I always take them out and I change them in for something that's actually in the wall. So I knew that I would want to increase the height of the shower curtain to make the room look larger after I did the changing over from this being a blue bathroom to being a white bathroom. So I reused that bar and I put it at the top, pressure pointed, resting on the tiles, and that's how she has her organizers on either side, which keeps her bathroom looking clean. And the bonus for that is that once these curtains are down, because I have curtains bilaterally, both sides, I have one here and I have one white one on the other side, and then I have the clear. She never, ever, ever takes showers. So with that being said, when these are both down, they pretty much hide when you first walk into the room that's going on. And if somebody else needed to use the shower, then they could use the clear curtain, which is tucked away and hidden behind the white one. So as a final note, what we're gonna do is I will show you what the room looks like after we put the rest of the pictures in, but that's pretty much it.
Mommy?
All right, here's our finished product. We have Hello Lovely when you first walk in. We have both of those floor to ceiling shower curtains. We have our Seize the Day, Mermaid Kisses, and Starfish Wishes. I did install a couple more. This used to be a towel bar, so now we have this, so she has plenty of space for her towels. And then the toilet, you guys saw the hand towel video, how to install that. Toilet we had already installed, it was blue. Put the toilet paper roll holder in there because, you know, that's a necessity. We still have that builder grade mirror, but we are going to be getting rid of that. We just have to wait for the stores to open up and to find one at a Habitat. The now plumbed, beautiful, awesome sink and faucet, which doubles as a Magic Kitty box. Surprise. And then her placement for the pictures up here and the mermaid at the top. And she also does have storage in here. We keep our cleaning products up high so she can't get them, but if she has little random things that she wants to put in, one of the door hangers is always awesome. So that's it. Hello Lovely, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll try to add the blue bathroom video at the tail end of this one for you.